How's it going, everyone? Famine52 back again, and today we're continuing on with Baldur's Gate 3. Let's get going. Alright, welcome back, everyone. So in the last episode, we made our way over here to the Goblin Camp. We also finished up everything in the Blighted Village and encountered Auntie Ethel on the road and needed to save her from a few young men who were harassing her, saying that she stole her sister, only for stuff to ensue. But we got invited to our house, so we will be making our way there eventually. That being said, in between episodes, in between episodes, I came to realize a couple things. First, there are a lot of quests in the Emerald Grove for what we are about to be doing. So might as well go collect those. So that we could at least get rewarded for completing them. As well as we should, in theory, also be able to gain a...
Damn goblins. Monsters. Every last one. The kind I was culling from Sword Coast hamlets just a 10-day ago.
We should also be able to get someone to become proficient in a tool, well, not a tool, in a, whatchamacallit, an instrument. So we could actually use that to our advantage. And here in this chest we have 21 gold, a Fire Amber, Silk Gland, Warg Fang, Scroll of Glyph of Warding, and a Scroll of Thunderwave. Very well. And something else that I remembered in between episodes, on controller, if I hold down the action button, so for me it is going to be X on a Xbox controller, I could only assume it's going to be A. But if I hold that down, I get this weird little yellow orb thing, and this is going to tell me everything in this orb that I can interact with. And then I can just kind of run over to it, open it up, and grab it and the like. So that is very beneficial.
Don't want to draw any attention.
Let's go ahead and come over here. The reason why I crouched is because this is considered stealing, and I have been caught stealing that one right there. But other than that, like everything else up here, we are free to take. So let's go ahead and grab all of this stuff.
I'll take that.
A bunch of paintings and the like. Come on. Nothing in any of those. So let's go ahead and regroup.
Maybe I should stay crouched.
And move on. Alright, and if you were so inclined to do this, right over here there is a merchant here in the Goblin Camp.
You look like you got something jingling in your pocket. Looking to spend it?
Let me see what you have. And this guy does have a few nice things that we honestly probably will be taking, or purchasing, I should say. Although right now I'm going to hold off on that because
Get moving. I've got other
in
customers.
theory I should be able to level up myself and Will by the end of this episode, and if I do that, then I can get things for a really great price. But for right now, let's go ahead and return to camp. Alright, now the reason why I wanted to come back to camp was so that I can get Karlak here. And I have already spoken to Withers with her, and I have adjusted her stats. I have 17 strength, 15 dexterity, and 16 constitution. The rest is 8. And the reason why I worry about dexterity on her is because, well, she's a barbarian. She is going to be gaining her armor class while unarmored by her dexterity modifier and her constitution modifier. So she is one of those rare martial classes where it's still beneficial to have both stats be as high as you possibly can, which is why I have 17 and 15 for her, increasing her current armor class to 15. But she does need to be leveled up, so let's go ahead and go over a few things. Here at level 2, she gains 2 abilities. She gains Danger Sense, which gives her advantage on dexterity saving throws against trap spells and services. And she also gains Reckless Attack. She could choose to attack recklessly, throwing caution to the wind, and in doing so gain advantage on her attacks. Unfortunately, because she's no longer guarding herself, all attacks against her are also made at advantage. So that's can be useful, can actually also be very detrimental. Now here at level 3, her health is going to be 35, and she gains an additional use of her rage. And there are some things that need to happen in order for her to be able to use her rage. She can be a berserker, which basically she can go into a frenzied rage and like attack again a second time with a bonus action. Can be useful. She can also go wild magic, which when she rages, like a random magical effect will be caused, and people around her within 10 feet of her will gain proficiency bonus to their saving throws. So that is also pretty beneficial, although we're going to go Wild Heart. Because Wild Heart is the totem barbarian. We got the Eagle Heart, which is she can use a diving strike. Foes also have disadvantage on opportunity attacks against her as long as she uses the dash action. Or no, she could use dash as a bonus action, so that is very nice. We got the Elk Heart. While raging, she can use Primal Stampede, and her movement speed is increased by 15 feet. We've got the Tiger Heart. While raging, she can use Tiger's Bloodlust, and her jump distance is increased by 15 feet. Wolf Heart. While raging, she could use Inciting Howl, and her allies will have advantage on melee attacks against enemies within 7 feet of her. We are going to go ahead and do the Bear Heart. While raging, you could use Unrelenting Ferocity and have resistance to all damage except psychic damage. So, Unrelenting Ferocity allows her to regain health. 1d8 plus 3, but I'm assuming that 3 comes from her Constitution modifier. Muster up your stamina and heal yourself. Can be used once per rage. So not short rest, not long rest, per rage. So that's just a free 4 to 11 hit points, which is very nice. But the real reason why we want it is because of the resistance to all damage except for psychic. So we're going to go ahead and choose that. And with the Frenzy Barbarians, I don't know if this is true for all barbarians, but she gains face piercings, which I actually really like. That simple fact that she gains piercings while doing the totems. In the tabletop game, you're supposed to have like some sort of physical marker denoting you as a totem barbarian, and I think that the piercings is a great way to do that. She also gains Legacy of Avernus, Searing Smite. She can deal an extra 2d6 fire damage and set her targets on fire. It takes 1d6 damage every turn. She can do this once per long rest. But yeah, that is going to be it for her level up. And the reason why we wanted her right now, especially, is because we're going to come over here to our chest, and we are going to take basically everything except for the camp supplies. So basically from here over. So I'm going to go ahead and grab all of this and meet up with you when I'm done. Alright, and now that she has all of that in her inventory, we are going to go ahead and go to the Grove and speak with some merchants there. Alright, now here we are back at the Grove.
Need anything else?
And let's go ahead and hit trade. If you look over below Z, you will see that I have a -1 persuasion, which over on Aaron's side, you will see that gives me a +4% markup. Let's go ahead and look at these gloves. These gloves are going to be 415 gold, which is quite a fair bit of gold. But if I come here as with the character that has high charisma,
Defender of the people.
like let's say Will,
Well met. Is there anything you
skip
need?
through all of this?
Act fast if you do.
Will has a +5
ritual will be
persuasion,
complete before
so
too
he
long.
is going to be getting a 25% discount. Now, something about that. Now, if I come here to miscellaneous, and I kind of slide through on a bunch of stuff that honestly isn't going to get me a lot of money for selling anyway. Like, let's go ahead and just select a few things. Let's go ahead and select the things that individually are going to be less than 10 gold for right now. And that definitely going to be the bottles, a few plates, a few large bottles, this purple shard. Yeah, I think you get the idea. I'm going to go ahead and do this real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, so now as you can see, I have kind of cleared my entire inventory of like the weird little random knickknacks that I have been collecting throughout the game. They are all less than 10 gold in there, and I have a total of 500 gold. But I don't have anything over on this side. I am going to go ahead and accept this trade, and if you look at Aaron's attitude and discount towards Will, you will see something pretty amazing. Like right now, the gloves and missile snaring, which I believe were 400 and something on Z, are now 320. But if I donate all this stuff by accepting this trade, I will get Aaron's attitude towards Will up to 83, and the discount to 58%. And now these gloves of missile snaring are 254. So that is a pretty nice discount. And basically everything that we tried to buy now at Aaron is going to be substantially cheapened. Now I'm going to go ahead and go through my inventory and actually sell things I know I'm not going to be needing or using, like these paintings and stuff, which should give me a pretty nice sum of money. So I'll go ahead and be back when I'm done with all that. Alright, so now at this point I have cleared out my inventory, and I will be selling everything over here to Aaron, and you can see that my offer is totaling 1,472 gold. Aaron does not have that much. He only has 449 gold. So with that being the case, let's go ahead and take a few things like this scroll of haste. We got a Ring of Flinging, which the wearer gains a 1d4 bonus to throw damage, so very nice. We have Ring Mail, +1 Ring Mail, not really necessary right now. We have this uncommon medium armor. I don't know if anyone in my party currently can use medium armor, although we have this right here, which is a +1 padded leather or padded light armor, which will be a increase on Will's stats, though I think we will be getting some better stats here in a minute. We also have Rain Dancer, which is a quarterstaff that allows you to cast the level 1 spell, Create Water, which this could be interesting on Z, although at present I know of a staff that we're about to get in this episode that is going to be a lot better than that. We also have the Spell Thief, which is going to be a longbow, and once per short rest you regain a level 1 spell slot when you land a critical hit with a Spell Thief. And proficiency is needed for this. Currently, no one in my party is proficient with longbows. That being said, I am going to also purchase something either in this episode or the very beginning of the next that will remedy that. So let's go ahead and get the Spell Thief. And then a Scroll of Mirror Image and a Scroll of See Invisibility. And let's go ahead and pick up these arrows as well. And that honestly is everything that... Wait. We'll go ahead and pick that up. Pick that up. Pick that up. And that. Because I do not remember if Will actually has those. And I'll also pick up the 2 acid arrows, the 2 lightning arrows, and the ice arrow. So now with that being the case, the total offer is now still unbalanced with me losing just over 200. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press square, or I'm sorry, just under 300, and that is going to balance out everything. And now I'm going to go ahead and purchase. There we go. And now, honestly, I'm never going to want to sell to Aaron again. I have now purchased everything of his that I wish to have. Although, that being said, I suppose eventually we might find use for him. He might make it Baldur's Gate. I don't know. But yeah. And go ahead and leave. Let's go ahead and make our way down this way. Because we've never actually been down here before.
Good to be back behind the walls, have to say. For as long as that lasts. Don't make me hurt you, boy.
Too late! Looking at you is painful enough.
Mel!
Give it back, kid.
I already told you I don't have it! How stupid are you?
Very well, let's go ahead
I'm
and
gonna
talk.
ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head.
Don't you dare lay a finger on that child.
You threatening me?
Persuasion. You're the one making threats to a child. Pull yourself together. Raise against that child and you'll lose it. Your choice. So, we're going to have a +5 to both of these. I'm going to go ahead and do the persuasion option. And because Will has the spell Friends, and that is a cantrip, I can go ahead and cast that, giving me advantage, as well as guidance. So this should be relatively easy. I only need a 10. And I have a +6 to a +9 from everything that I got. So let's go ahead and roll the dice, see what happens. Oh yeah, we are more than good.
You don't understand. The kid stole my locket. He... Oh, the hell's with this? These little devils get away with everything because of coddling bastards like you.
You'll get yours someday. I hope I get to see it.
Maybe you will, but personally, I doubt it. See you around.
Protect your own. We got inspired because of that. Very well. Also giving us 30 experience points. Who are you?
How long do you think we've got before the goblins come?
Very well. Go ahead and talk to him.
Thanks to you, that kid is my locket. My mum gave that to me on her deathbed. Get out of my face. Got nothing to say to you.
Okay.
If it ain't the fearless Goblin Slayer.
You sure you want to be seen with me? I ain't exactly popular with this lot.
All you did was stand up for your crew. I respect that. You could try to be a little friendlier. Not my concern. Is there a healer around these parts? You could try to be a little friendlier.
Thanks, Mum. Now please do feck off.
Feck off yourself. I saved your skin back at the gates.
Yeah, you really saved the day. Swooping in and playing the hero. Now I'm gonna take the blame for leading the goblins here. And losing track of the bloody druid.
Where did the goblins come from?
They chased us. All the way from the ruins we were poking around in.
And is that where you lost track of the druid you mentioned?
Aye. His name's Halsin. And if he's still alive, he'll be cursing the day he laid eyes on me. We've got a contract to track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it. Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now.
Can I have a look at that contract?
Job's all yours, if you got a death wish. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it.
Just tell me where to find the relic.
It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own todger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying.
Thanks.
Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die.
Very well. And there is also 2 tieflings up there. They don't have anything interesting to say. They're just arguing about should they leave or not. Ethel, the lady that we met on the road, would normally be standing here and she would normally be selling us potions. She is of course gone, so that's not going to be a thing.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
Sure.
Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
Very well, we just received a bowl of gruel. And now, if we come over here, we should have a pretty fun interaction.
Thought I sensed an infernal around here. But you aren't from Elturel. What's your story?
I spent a good bit of time in the Hells. Enlisted against my will by the Archdevil Zariel. Same as you, I suppose, if you're from Elturel. The devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up. I thought they had you for keeps. Glad you got out.
I got lucky. It looks like you did too. And you brought some infernal machinery with you.
A little gift from Zariel. Keeps me burning hot.
Very hot by the smell of it. Might be burning out a piston ring or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
Be my guest. But don't get too close or your eyes will melt shut.
Phew! You really are burning up. Whoever put that engine together tried to house metallogized Demano valves inside a Ragnak's alloy casement. Very risky. I might be able to help. I'd need infernal iron. And a prayer that my hammer will survive the work. That thing isn't meant to operate outside of Ernest. I'm not sure how much longer it'll keep running the way it's going.
Will you be able to turn down the temperature a little? Worried I'm gonna go in for a handshake and singe someone's arm off one of these days.
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help one, help both. If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine and allow you to touch whomever you please.
Hey, soldier. I think we picked up some of that infernal iron already. What say you? Should I give it to him?
Absolutely. Let's see what he could do.
Please let this work.
The weight of it. And that blaze of chaos. Can't imagine this where my heart should be. Must be quite the experience. Give me just a moment. And I think... There. You'll have to install it, I'm afraid. I don't think there are thick enough gloves in all the realms to protect from that kind of heat.
That feels... good. I'm still burning hot as hell's hole, but I feel less... changeable. Cheers, mate.
Pleasure. And as for the heat, I haven't got any solutions now, but I'm not giving up. Could be if the combustion chamber had its own insulation, or if we had some kind of enchanted coolant. Find me again in Baldur's Gate. If I'm worth my salt, I'll have figured something out by then. Take care, Karlach. And hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have something promising to report. Pocket any infernal iron you find along the way,
Very well, very well.
Who uses wooden tools?
Let's go ahead and go back to Brother Z and give her a quick conversation.
Damon's upgrade didn't cool me down, but it did juice me up. I don't think I've ever felt more powerful.
Let's find some evil for you to smack then.
Bring it on.
Now, before we try to talk that guy again, if we come over here to Karlach, we can come down here, Heart of Iron. The infernal engine that's in Karlach's heart is burning more evenly. She has advantage on saving throws against being charmed. That is going to help us out a lot in the upcoming, in one of the upcoming battles that we're about to have. Let's go ahead and talk to this guy again.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
So, let me see your wares. Let's see what he has. Alright, that's going to be heavy armor, medium armor. We have a pike here, which could be interesting. We have a mace, dagger, +1 dagger. This could be good on Astarion. We have a short bow, hand crossbow, a +1 greatsword, which I believe this is going to be better for what's her name? Karlach. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. This is gonna deal. Hold on. Let me. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Here, hey, I can actually look at it. Yeah, so this is going to be deal 2d6 plus 4 slashing damage versus 1d12 plus 3. So yeah, that is all around a better weapon. Just as an example, if I were to roll minimum damage on both of these, so if I were to roll a 1 on a d12, I'm only doing 4 damage. Whereas if I were to roll 2 1s on the greatsword, I'll be doing 6 damage. So, yeah, ultimately a better all-around weapon. So let's go ahead and purchase that. Again with the padded light armor, which, yeah, I'm not really feeling that right now. And we've got some arrows of darkness and an arrow of roaring thunder. I'm going to leave those behind, as well as all of those guys. And then now I'm just going to go ahead and press square. And there we go. Accept trade. And moving on.
Hells take me. What I wouldn't do for better tools.
Let's go ahead and, before we get that equipped onto Karlach.
Live in more interesting times.
What's cooking?
I just remembered we now have to speak with animals.
I'm not grumpy. Scowl on your face.
So where did that mouse go? There it is. Hey, mouse.
Idiot.
Stay back, or else.
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Just get back. Ow! Oh, my tooth.
Let me take a
It's
look.
the front one. I chipped it on the evil thing.
Were you trying to eat it? Looks fine to me. What evil thing? What evil
In
thing?
the box. Follow me, I'll show you.
Let's go ahead and head on up in here.
The evil thing's in the chest.
So, she cannot see us back here. I'm still going to go ahead and enter into stealth.
For all the bloody things to happen.
And open up the chest. So we've got a cabinet key, gold, and an onyx. And then now rat. I'll talk to the rat in a second once I come over here. We have some simple toxin, drow poison, basic poison, and a bottle. And then now I'm going to go ahead. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Get out of stealth. Get out of stealth. Actually, no. Let's go ahead and get back in stealth. Soul coin, a treasury. Here's a book about soul coins. And then now, let's go ahead and, I guess, get ourselves out of stealth and talk to that rat again.
Well met.
Leave. That's not what I wanted to do.
Hey, good looking.
Where'd the rat go? There it is.
The evil thing's gone. Now, where was I?
Very well. Now, there are things in here that we can steal. I'm not going to worry about it. I am going to come over here to Shadowheart, though.
Survive this.
And I will get to her spell book, get to her prepared spells. We honestly don't really ever use Sanctuary, so I'm going to go ahead and remove Sanctuary and replace it with Lesser Restoration. And then now that that is prepared, I will go ahead and spend my last second level spell slot on her.
My legs! I can stand again! Did you do that? Thank you. Look,
you're not really supposed to be here, but I'll turn a blind eye. Just don't touch anything, all right?
All right, now let's go ahead and try to talk to her with Will.
Any goblin comes near me now, and they'll regret it. I feel amazing. Look, you're not really supposed to be here.
Very well. So now that that is done, let's go ahead and go back to the underground passageway, because there is something in there that we're going to need.
What's the story?
And let's go ahead and do it as Z.
Never mind.
Jump on across. And now that I remember this, there's actually a few things that I might be able to grab that I haven't normally been able to grab. Let's go ahead and come on over here. I could speak with him, try to figure out some things, but I killed him, so I'm a little worried to talk to him. I am going to go ahead and split off and jump across here. And then as soon as I can, I'm going to go into stealth. There we go. So that that thing doesn't keep firing at me. And I'm going to make my way around here. And I got a big blue button. So let's go ahead and press that. And now the thingamajig is no longer trying to shoot me. So let's go ahead and come here. We got 30 gold, charred key, fire amber, a hyena ear, and a warg fang. And now, if we come back up here, I'm sure you saw as I landed, there was a prompt that came up that said survival failed. So if I come up here and I locate my shovel. Did I sell my shovel? Guys, I might have sold my shovel. Is it on Shadowheart? No. Will? No. Oh no, there it is. It's up in the very top. Now if I try to use this and just dig right here. I of course unearthed a chest with 17 gold, thieves tools, a bronze goblet, some mugwort, and some dagger root. And now let's go ahead and jump back across. And now with that key, let's go ahead and head on up this way. I of course went the wrong direction. There we go. Now remember this chest? I can now disarm this. Although I think Shadowheart might be too far away. She is. So let's go ahead and regroup everyone. Get all of them to come on up here. And while I'm waiting for that, do I have any camp supplies that I can send back to camp? I do. I have quite a bit, actually. So let's go ahead and send all of these back to camp. And very well. Now let's go ahead and try to disarm said trap. And go. Oh boy. I just barely succeeded on that. And now let's go ahead and open this up. We got Nature's Snare, 37 gold, and another bronze goblet. Now, for Nature's Snare, It is a, I guess, technically non-magical quarterstaff, although a chance to ensnare target if it is not a plant or a beast, if I hit them with it. So that is going to be nice to have. Now if I come down here to
Making me sweat.
Karlak, and anything in here for her helm? The Key of the Ancients will give her +1 nature. Let's go ahead and do that. No cloak. Cannot wear any special boots. Any rings? Yeah, we got the throwing ring. And for the necklace here, let's go ahead. And when the wearer has 50% hit points or less, they don't provoke opportunity attacks. Nah. Let's go ahead and give her the silver pendant because, hey, having another character with guidance definitely couldn't hurt. Nope. Here's where I wanted to go, our secondary weapon. Let's go ahead and get that greatsword on her. Which, yeah. Very nice. And you know what? Will,
Defender of the people.
You, sir... Did I not buy the missile snaring gloves?
I'd love to, thanks.
I apparently didn't buy those missile snaring gloves. Oh well. Let's go ahead and get a ranged weapon on you. I do not have one that you could use. Well, never mind.
Have a lot on my mind.
And now that all that's done, we're going to go ahead and make our way back into the grove. So I will meet you back up there. Alright, and now that we are back up this way, there's actually a few more animals, or at least one more animal that Karlak could speak with before we head down. And there's also something over here that we could do.
Step, parry, strike, damn it! It's just not landing.
Interesting technique, having some trouble.
Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword.
Barbarian. Don't waste good anger on your thoughts. Use it on that target.
Rage, you say? Step, brace, parry, swift, still not landing.
Then you're not angry enough. Well, again. Or you're spineless. You should practice groveling on your knees, not swordplay. Now let's go ahead and do the first one.
Brace and step and swivel swing! Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use.
Keep training. When the time comes, you're drawn this place in goblin blood.
Don't let the druids hear you say that. They're itching for an excuse to get rid of us. But I'll keep at it. Thank you.
And one last thing, don't shout your moves like that. Spoils the surprise for your foe.
Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes.
Leave. And he gives us a battle axe.
Step, parry,
Then
swing.
now,
Still breathing.
if we speak
everything.
with
Excellent.
Asherak here.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two.
They're just children. Why are you teaching them to fight? Soak the battlefield with blood. Do not resist death, but embrace it. Be strong. Watch over your kin. In trust, there is victory. Bad news, children. You're all going to die. Now let's go ahead and do the third option.
Thanks. I prefer when they smile.
Now again.
Look at them beaming. You did that.
Very well.
Come on,
Now
let's go.
is when we want Karlak. I forget which one it is.
Be gone, I am hungry.
Okay.
I swear that ox's gaze is following me.
Another one. What are you under there then? Ant? Or ox?
What are you talking about? Aurochs describes me well, yes. Ant, are you calling me small? Maybe I'm an ox too. What are you talking
The
about?
keepers of this place. They change their form to fit their need. They become birds to hunt on the wing. Bears to tear flesh with teeth. But for me, only oxen, only same old hay. And I cannot even eat it, because the horned ones hide their shiny bits inside.
Shiny bits, the tieflings put something in your hay? Cheer up, you do a noble thing, carrying burdens for those who cannot. You complain a lot. Let's go and do shiny bits.
Hiding things. Thinking they're clever. Not clever. Sometimes I eat the shiny bits, and they have to go looking for them on the other end.
Very well. Can I talk to you again?
I have no more to say. Even old hay tastes better than your idle chatter.
Well, fine. We got a haystack here with a pouch containing 17 gold and some malachite. Go ahead and take. Can I talk to you again?
I have no more to say.
Nope. Okay. Now let's go with the strange ox.
Ah, you're addressing me? A humble ox. How quaint.
Arcana, there's something strange about this ox. What is it? I have a -1 on that. Let's go ahead and try that. And guidance. Roll. Oh yeah. Dirty 20.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
The more than meets the eye. Care to explain? Whatever your secret is, it's yours to keep. No, let's do the first one.
No. You are incapable.
Persuasion. Come on, old chap. I'm a devil for gossip. Intimidation. Out with it, cow. Or you're going to regret it. Deception. Fine. I heard the tieflings are going to butcher one of you for food, so your secret will die with you. Let's go ahead and do intimidation. I don't think... Ooh, thaumaturgy. Yeah. Yeah. Roll. Oh yeah. There we go.
I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods. Now, that's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this. Moo.
Huh.
Nothing here for
Funny.
you.
Very well.
Can't keep the goblins out forever.
I can sit on that rock. I'm not going to, but I can. Alright, now let's go ahead and continue on down into the grove proper.
Please, let us through.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Very well. Let's go ahead and continue.
Magrin. Give him a chance. You, step back. Go join the other tieflings.
If it weren't for me, you'd be overrun with goblins by now. I'll go where I please.
Keep back. Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Very well.
Well, well, well.
Let's go ahead and continue on through here. Guys, we got a boar.
I thought you were Halcyon.
The boar prances around, haunches clenching and unclenching impatiently.
Where's Halcyon? Promise me a mate.
Very well.
No time to rest. Where am I needed?
Will, let's go ahead and talk to this person right here.
Speak.
What are we saying to that bird?
The bird knows. She needs to know. You do not.
Persuasion. I help defend the grove. I'm not your enemy. Friends. Guidance. Roll. 16. Very nice.
Forgive me. It is not you I fear. It is my brethren. More follow Korga every day. They are afraid, and she offers a simple solution. Eject the refugees, and we will be safe.
Sounds like she has to be stopped. How would we do that? You still haven't told me what you were doing with that bird, and she's wrong. Let's go ahead and do the sounds like she has to be stopped.
A druid and an outsider. We can do nothing without turning the others against us. Only Master Halcyon can stop this. I pray my bird returns with news of him. If not, I fear for my people.
Are there any healers in this place? Shouldn't the ritual protect the grove? You're not helping the others prepare it? I hear a ritual can protect the grove. Are you helping prepare it? Let's go and do the first option.
Find Nettie in her room. Through the carved door, deeper in the grove.
And then I hear a ritual can protect the grove. Are you helping prepare it?
I would prefer not to. But if Master Halcyon does not return, Korga will give the order. And my voice will not matter.
Very well. Let's go ahead and trade with her. Okay. She doesn't have anything to trade. I suppose I could buy a potion off of her, but looks like she has a whole lot of nothing. So let's go ahead and leave. Let's go ahead and collect all of these things that are not stealing. We are, of course, in a settlement, so most of the stuff down here will be considered stealing. So just be aware of what you're doing. Now, if we come over here, we have a bird named Topaz.
Shh, I'm concentrating. Does this look good? Is the coin in the middle?
Slightly off. Push it a bit to the right. Stop fussing. It looks fine. I'd leave it out. It's too dull. Barbarian intimidation. Away from the coin, or I'll make a headpiece out of your feathers. It's slightly off. Push to the right.
Yes. Yes, you're right. That's it. Yes. Yes. This is perfect.
Now, if you were so inclined, you can take a shiny key, magnifying glass, quill, wheat, and the bird itself is constantly kind of taking and removing, whatchamacallit, coins from there. So if you want to steal, go for it. I'm not going to. I am going to, however, come over here. Finally cast a Mage Hand. And I'm going to cast Mage Hand up here. And then now with the Mage Hand, I'm going to go ahead and move this box. And I'm going to go ahead and move it to this back corner over here. And then now that that's there, I'm going to go ahead and move it again. Try to throw it down here. Oh, it's not going to let me. Very well. Well, then I guess we got to move it over here. Then move again. What do you mean target is too far? Oh, goody. Because of weirdness, I wasn't able to get that down.
Soldier.
Can I get up there in any other way?
Still my patience, Nick.
No.
Looking ahead.
And I believe I only get I only get Mage Hand once a day, don't I? Yeah, I only get it once a day. Well, that was annoying. I'll go ahead and handle that later, I guess. And let's go ahead and continue moving on. We have a bear over here I would like to talk to.
I'm sleeping.
Can you move just a little bit? I need to use the elevator.
Okay.
Yep, very well. And now we have access to the elevator over there. Let's go ahead and talk to Bosk over here.
You're curious. You got a great many odors about you. What happened to you?
That's a complicated story I doubt you'd understand. Tell him about the horrors of the Blood War and your escape from Avernus. Oh yeah.
He listens, rapt, hanging on every word.
That's frightening. I'm glad you made it here. Things are strange right now, but it's no... what you call it? A blood war.
Very well. Then now if we come down hither, we have yet another bear that we could speak with.
He didn't come back, did he? His smell is gone. He's gone.
Who are you looking for?
Master. He left with the weaponed two legs. He said he'd be back. But I can smell them, the weaponed ones, and I cannot smell him. He's not coming back.
Don't worry, he'll be back.
No, the woods have gone dark. There's too many predators lately, even for Master.
Now, he eventually grabs a fish. If and when he does that while you're down here, don't take his fish. I have a friend that took said fish and apparently got murdered by the bear. So leave the bear to his stuff. It's not your fish, you don't need it. He is just hunting. But in this we have a chest containing 124 gold, arrow of roaring thunder, and an arrow of many targets. So that can definitely be very fun. then now coming back, I can now see that he has 2 fish. Don't take them. For your own safety, please don't do it. And now let's go ahead and head back up this way. I will be switching to Will for this. And we are going to hang left or right.
No, that doesn't work. Damn it. Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will change. No. Become.
Stay silent and listen.
Change? No. Damn it!
Are you alright?
No. I'm moments away from a grisly death. At the hands of this bloody song. I can't. Nothing fits, you know?
Let me see if I can help.
It can't hurt. I have an extra loot, if you want.
So, here's the thing. If you want somebody to possibly gain proficiency with a instrument, I definitely suggest you do a Hand Me the Lute. We could perform together. If you want to hear, honestly, a kind of beautiful song, do first things first. What's the song about? I want Will to gain proficiency with a instrument, so I'm going to go ahead and do a Hand Me the Lute.
I'll start from the beginning. We'll take it slow. Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away.
And we want to play along with her. We are looking at a DC 15. I am going to go ahead and save. And roll the dice. Ooh, natural 1. Alright, let's go ahead and try this again. There we go. 22.
Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down.
Keep tune with her. Now it's a DC 10. And I can, for some reason, add friends on this one to give me advantage. And we got a 14 on the dice, meaning I know that we succeeded with that 19.
Moon reminds me of your grace, all the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Sorry.
The song was beautiful, worthy of a few tears.
Thanks. That's the first time I've played since Lihala died. My teacher. She was playing her lute. We didn't hear the gnolls coming. There was so much blood. I can still smell it.
Sounds terrible, I'm sorry. I'm sure your teacher would be proud of you now. Hardly a unique tale. And, well, you've come up with a fine tribute to her. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that one.
Lihala said that's why eulogies were important. They were for the living as well as the dead. I'd forgotten what it was like. That itch to perfect a song. Keep the lute. Please. You've earned it. The Weeping Dawn will be my gift to Lihala. I've a long way to go. But thank you. I needed this.
Alright, and now before we move on, if we come back over here, there is a locked chest.
Shouldn't wish to live in more interesting times.
That should I be able to lockpick it, should I be able to lockpick it? There is a hat in here called the Cap of Curing. Now, for a lot of you, this cap isn't going to help at all. There is one very specific playstyle that it will, in fact, help. And if I could find the cap, which, there it is. Soothing songs. When you inspire an ally using bardic inspiration, they also regain 1 to 6 hit points. So, if you're a bard and you like to use your bardic inspiration, this will help your allies stay on their feet. That being said, I am not a bard. I do not plan on turning any of my party members into bards. Although, I suppose Will might make a good bard now that he has that performance. But that being said, I do not see a point to keep it. So I will be giving it to Gale the next time he needs a feeding. Let's go ahead and grab this stuff up here. We have a polished dagger, a pile of bones with a candle in it, another pile of bones with some gold, another pile of bones with surprisingly a bone, another bone. We can take a rib cage, we can take another rib cage. Then there's a skeleton over here with a bone in it. And now, before we move on, Will is a hex blade. So I could Pact of the Blade. Summon a weapon to your hand. It uses the wielder's spellcasting ability modifier, and its damage is magical. So, with that being the case, we got a battle axe. We have a glaive. We have a great sword, a rapier, a trident, and a warhammer. I'm going to go ahead. Bound glaive will deal 1d10 damage. It is two-handed, and it has extra reach. Let's see if I can figure out, or let's see if the game will tell me about reach. Reach weapons has increased range and can be used to attack enemies from further away. So what that means is that instead of having a 5-foot area of effect around me, I now have 10 feet if I choose the glaive, which can be useful. I am kind of interested in the trident. Does the trident have reach? It does not. Neither should the warhammer or the rapier. Let's go ahead and see how he does with the glaive. And now, just out of curiosity, yeah, I can in fact change that up as required. But let's go ahead and come here to Shadow Heart. Let's go ahead and break Shadow Heart off and have her come over here.
Such a pretty song.
Still breathing.
And then
despite everything.
Take the rest of our party and move them. It'll make sense in a second, trust me. Coming down here, let's go ahead and take Will, break him off.
Sharp as ever.
And have Will come over here.
Such a pretty song.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Then now, me and Karlak can come down and talk to this boy.
Shh. Listen.
Listen quietly.
A sweet melody plays above the waves, beckoning you, drowning out all logical thought.
Wisdom, struggle against the magical pole. going to go ahead and use guidance on this. It is only a 5. So here's hoping. Oh yeah, 16. We are good.
The suffocating yearning suddenly fades as the spell breaks. You are free.
Get back, it's a trick.
No. It's just a bit of water. I only want to listen. Just a little closer.
And that right there is a harpy.
Yes, everything's gonna be fine once I get there.
And Will got lured. Oh no.
What now?
Hey, but he broke out after being attacked. So let's go ahead and use his opportunity attack. And he missed. Ooh, I'm lured as well. That is no good. However, that being said, Shadowheart has resisted the effect. And this harpy is unfortunately out of her normal range. Let's go ahead. Sacred Flame has a 50% chance. Guiding Bolt has a 75% chance. Yeah, let's go ahead and do Guiding Bolt.
What? You die for this creature.
And hopefully that means people have resisted. Anything that we can do with our bonus action. I do have a healing word. Will is looking a little rough. We are fine. Karlach is fine. So let's go ahead and heal up Will. In her turn. And now we have Karlach here. Let's go ahead and enter into a rage. Giving us 2 remaining. And then let's go ahead and come over here and use Reckless Attack. Giving us a 91% chance to hit. Dealing 12 points of damage. And that is going to be the end of Karlach's turn. Disengage and run away, child. So, Will cannot get close enough, which is unfortunate. However, let's go ahead and Hex. Let's use one of our 2 Warlock spells to Hex. Disadvantage on strength checks against this harpy right here. Then let's go ahead and use our action to Eldritch Blast with an 88% chance to hit. So what Hex does, by the way, is it allows us to deal an additional 1d6 damage of necrotic damage. It also gives a what's it called? It also gives a disadvantage on some sort of check. Those very rarely actually help at all. So don't really worry about that. But yeah, other than that, there's nothing really else noticeable about the harpy. Eldritch Blade. All Alright, took her out nice and easily. And now I can't do anything else, so let's go ahead and hold our turn. Or end our turn. Oh no. I got lured again. So Guiding Bolt is going to only have a 58% chance to hit this one, because this one right here is all up close and personal on us. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and try to shove. No, that's only 45%. I guess let's go ahead and just attack this harpy. Oh, we missed. And healing word. Does anyone need health? Z is still at 100% health. Will's doing alright, especially with that 6 temporary. And Karlak's doing alright. Although Karlak is lured. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna go ahead and heal up Karlak.
Take your heal.
And turn. Oh, thank God, the kid made his save again. And so did Will. Very nice. So let's go ahead and reapply the hex. Again with strength. Onto this one right here. And then we might as well go ahead and once again Eldritch Blast. And that unfortunately was not enough to break concentration. Let's go ahead and see if we can't move over here. Get ourselves a little bit of higher ground so that we might be able to get a high ground advantage, because that's a thing in this game.
Stay out of my head.
And we are still, yeah. Shut or attack again. Hey, I hit that time. Nice. Again with our bonus action. It's gonna be my last spell slot. Yeah, with my bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and heal Karlak again. And in my turn. Alright, now let's go ahead and get Will up here. And Eldritch Blast. Yeah, we got some high ground, giving us a little bit of advantage. Beautiful, beautiful. The creature is dead. And we cannot do, actually, I guess I could jump as a bonus action? No, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay here. Yep, that's kind of what I was afraid of. Did we saved ourselves from that. Nice. Can I get to this one and attack? No. So let's go ahead. And I know that I won't actually make it up there. Let's go ahead and use this. move over here. Oh, I can make it. And then we will main hand attack. And then let's go ahead and kind of burn everything and spend a key point to flurry of blows. Bringing it down to 2 hit points. So close.
Let's go.
Now, a jump is a bonus action for you for some reason. So let's go ahead and have you jump over to this girl. Or not. Yeah. And now attack. Let's go ahead and recklessly attack. Taking her out.
Let's finish this.
And then now let's go ahead and try to dagger stab this thing to death. Ooh, nice. Critical hit. And we'll go ahead and get Will and Shadowheart back.
Gone?
They're gone. Are you alright?
No. Yes. I mean, I don't know.
Take a breath, deep and slow. You're safe now.
That's what the voice said. I almost got to the nest, but the singing. I need to get back. Mole will be so mad. Wait, you should meet Mole. She'll be grateful you helped me. Find a boy called Donnie. Tell him you want to see the dragon's lair.
Very well, very well.
May the darkness protect you.
Something strange happened. That artifact you carry, it seemed to just come to me.
I know. I felt it.
I didn't take it. I just only had it.
You wouldn't have been able to take it. The artifact has a will of its own. It'd fight back if it didn't want to be with you. I felt it go from me to you. You need its help, just as it needs us. It's still just a box, after all.
I suppose you'll want it back?
Might not be possible. It's stubborn that way, prone to lashing out. Keep it for now. We can all help to protect it.
Very well. Now, as for what I meant to do, let's go ahead and search the harpy. She's got nothing. Anything over here? Negative. Can I jump up there from here? I might be able to do that with Karlach.
What's the story?
Nope, too far.
Can't give up now.
So let's go ahead and kind of search these bodies. Oh, there would be a safe way down. Got a harpy with 2 gold and a harpy with nothing. Then there was another harpy down here with nothing. Very well. So let's go ahead and head on up. Because there are things up here. I mean, not much. We got bones. Another bone. And a pile of bones. Containing a bone. But really, other than saving the child, our real reward is going to be back here. We have a chest right here with 49 gold in it. And then now, I'm going to go ahead and split off Karlach and use her. Because while everyone else can make this, they don't always willingly come back. So it's just easier to do it alone. Let's go ahead and jump that gap. Jump this gap. And climb or jump up on it here.
Let's see what those harpies were hoarding.
And then we have a journal. Miriam, I'm sorry it's been so long since I've written. A lot has happened. First, some good news. Maggie Two Fingers won't be bothering you anymore. I paid her back in full. I'm sorry. She should never have got your name in the first place. Now for the bad news, my love. I'm not coming home. Not for a while, at least. The money came from a mercenary group. Probably best I don't give their name. And I've agreed to a couple jobs in Icewind Dale in return. They paid me up front because gods, it's so strange to write it, because they need a warlock. They needed me. I took the deal the Cambion offered. I'm not going to say I had a choice, because that would be a lie. But I don't regret it. I'm a new man. I feel strong for the first time in my life. Aside from being awoken in the middle of the night by the smell of sulfur, he likes to drop by to see how everything is going. I have no complaints. If you don't reply to this letter, I understand. And if you don't want me to come back at all, well, I understand that too. I love you, Miriam, and I want to be happy, and I want you to be happy, even if it's not with me. Edmund. Inscrutable journal. Not gonna read that. And then the Harpy's Nest contains a ring of color spray, a bloodstone, some supplies, and oddly enough, some bones. That is everything up here. Let's go ahead and come over here and just right away equip Karlach with the ring of color spray, which allows her to cast color spray, which is a blinding effect. So that is nice. Having a barbarian that doesn't need to use reckless attack in order to get advantage could definitely be a very nice effect. Let's go ahead and jump on over here. And then make our way back to our party. And regroup. And then make our way back into the grove. I'll see you there. Alright, so I know that I said that I'll meet you back at the grove. That was before I remembered this, I guess, jump puzzle over here, where we gotta jump on top of this. And then we jump on top of this. And then we jump over here.
Something over there.
And we have a thing for us to dig up. Which awards us with a wooden chest containing 45 gold and a short bow. And now we just jump back across. And again. And one last time. And we are now reunited with the party.
I have a lot on my mind. Well, in it.
Alright, and now that we are back in the grove, let's go ahead and talk to this Kaga lady that everyone's talking about.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Have you lost your senses?
I forget what sort of checks these are, so let's go ahead and have Will.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
A thief, a poison? What's this girl's actual crime? Imprison her? She's just a child? Explain this cruelty. Do nothing. One of your guards said you wanted to see me. Here I am. Let's go ahead and choose that one.
We will speak soon enough. First, judgment must be passed. The parasite eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Koga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
Nature, don't druids cherish harmony? Jailing the girl disrupts nature's balance. Persuasion, release her. I'll see she stays out of trouble. Or we could try to read Kaga's mind. Here's the thing. My wisdom and intelligence are not good. So both of those are going to be a no. So let's go ahead and try to persuade. And we can also gain advantage with friends. And then guidance from Karlach. We need to beat a 12. I seem to have horrible luck on these important ones. So let's go ahead and save. And then roll the dice. There we go. Beautiful. Total of 21.
Very well. She may go. Break your word, and my serpent shall feed. Sif, Tila to me! Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Koga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Alright, so now that that is complete, Z gains some... whatchamacallit, a inspiration, and something just happened with Shadowheart.
We just let her
Lady
run
of
off.
Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something?
Never mind. Shadowheart is afraid of wolves,
Come on, let's go.
which, there is a pretty big wolf back over here.
That mural, they look...
Another stranger come to vex me. What will you do? Hunt me? Grab my tail? Shout until my head hurts?
Relax, no one is here to hurt you. Who's been pestering you? I'll teach them a lesson. I just wanted to give you my smell. I'll leave you be.
No, wait. You smell fresh. Safe. You can stay, if you must.
Anything else we could do with the wolf?
The wolf focuses on you, calmed in your presence.
Very well.
Ritual's almost
Now
finished.
let's go ahead
What,
and
they tried to
talk
steal
with
from us?
Shadowheart.
Again. We've shown them once. We take Grove law
The Grove
seriously.
sported some rather interesting murals, I must say. They just reminded me of something half forgotten. It seemed to depict Lady Shah's warriors in combat. I hadn't known they were active in these parts.
Shah's warriors can't care to elaborate. They seem formidable. Be careful admitting your allegiance. Let's go ahead and do the first one.
You know me. I'm not usually one to elaborate if I can avoid it. They looked like dark justiciars, an elite force among Lady Shah's ranks. Only the very finest proved themselves worthy of the title.
Sounds like you aspire to join them.
What right-minded servant of Lady Shah wouldn't? But it's a distant dream. The dark justiciars have been silent for years. Curious to see them depicted in such a place. Perhaps there's more to it. But there's nothing to be done about it just now.
And I guess that's all. And Will, let's go ahead and take Will and talk to all of the people in here.
Please leave. Our hospitality has limits, and they were crossed long ago.
Very well. We got Wrath right here.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle.
A tragedy prevented.
That Kaga seems dangerous, and if I hadn't spoken up, what would have happened? I've heard there's some sort of ritual going on. Let's go ahead, do the second one.
Nothing befitting a child. Nothing befitting any of our world's creatures. We've let a snake replace our leader. She will see the tieflings driven out, or worse.
Kaga seems happy to rule the roost. Who's your real leader? I'm looking for Nettie. How did Kaga take over the whole grove? Let's go ahead and do the first one.
Master Halsin. Perhaps Goblin caught, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. Hold her to task, stop this damned ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad.
If no one's looking for Halsin, I could do it.
Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home.
No need to fret, I'll find him. I like more solid offer than anything. No need to fret, I'll find him.
Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
Let's see. I saw that you had
I wish I could offer more assistance. For now, I must keep a close watch on Korga. I hope to see both you and Halsin again soon.
Which I apparently missed. Let's go ahead and talk to Kaga.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
Only a monster would threaten a child. You're protecting your own. Sometimes cruelty is required. Honestly, I just want to see what would happen. Let's go ahead and do the middle option here of sometimes cruelty.
First you urge grace, then you speak truth. You surprised me twice over. A shame the grace period ends. The Viper's fangs have been bared. She must guard her brood. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
The rite must be born of powerful magic.
The rite of thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary. None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanus demands that we choke them out.
I came on Zevlor's behalf. His people could perish if you force them out.
And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
Then it seems I best speak to Zevlor.
You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
Very well, and now
Let's march.
we have some rats.
The rat doesn't respond. It simply bares its teeth.
Okay, what about this one?
The rat watches your movements but does not speak.
And this one?
The rat glares at you but says nothing.
Interesting. Let's go ahead. Ooh, this one isn't stealing. What's in here? A bone.
Did a number on you, didn't it? Does that
Never a dull moment.
Go ahead and head in here and speak with Nettie.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
Wait patiently.
This medical.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed?
I'm looking for Nettie.
You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you.
Healing as soon as possible. Do you know anything about mind flares? I hear Helson's the best healer around. I need to find him.
You and every other soul here. I can help if something's wrong. I'm no Master Halson, but I can manage.
I'll take whatever I can get. Heal me. Do you know anything about mind flares? And what you might manage probably isn't enough. I'll look elsewhere. No, let's go ahead and... do you know anything about mind flares?
Why are you asking?
No good way of putting it. I have a tadpole in my head. Something crawling into my eye. Humor my curiosity. Let's go ahead and do the first one.
A tadpole? A mind flare tadpole?
You know of them. Can you help me? What other kind? It's not like a frog jumped in my eye. Actually, never mind. I'll go get help elsewhere. Frog hopped in my eye?
That's a serious condition. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
Please. I'm resting.
Something took a chunk out of you. What happened?
The bird says nothing, trying to rest.
I'm sorry, didn't mean to
The
disturb
bird
you.
says nothing. Only the sound of its labored breath fills the silence.
Very well.
All right, what
Let's
now?
go ahead and follow Nettie.
Head on in.
There's something in that vessel.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
The Drow and I have the same kind of parasite. I was hoping for a less grave cure, so you killed him and laid him on a table. Is everyone being captured by mind flares these days? Didn't think it was that common of an experience. The Drow and I have the same kind of parasite?
Seems so. Gave Master Halson a right start. It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
No, I'll stay. I'd rather know exactly what you're up to.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
Thank you. I'll try anything that could help.
Of course. Now, tell me what's been happening. Any symptoms? Strange events?
I can merge my mind with others that's infected.
Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halson was desperate to find where all this was happening.
On a mind flare ship, I was kidnapped and infected.
A mind flare ship? But Master Halson was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
I thought you could cure me. What was the branch of yours?
The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not?
Alright, hand it over.
Swear it.
I swear.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flare infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal.
What do you mean that we should be changing?
Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow.
So you think it's only a matter of time?
Could be. But there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
What do you want me to do?
The thing is, I've sent birds to find him. But the place is rotten with goblins. None of us can even get close. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
Alright, I'll find Halsin.
Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
You can toss that poison. We won't be needing it.
Better a quick draft than ceremorphosis, nonetheless.
So, now that we are out here, I'm going to go ahead and do
We're
a couple
long
things.
way
I'm
from
going
a
to go ahead and close this door.
Very
And I'm going to go ahead and split off Z and take control of Will.
It was brave of your companion to... Please keep an eye on him while you're looking for Master Halsin. Just in case.
Do you have anything to trade? What is this? An elixir of fire resistance. We have a book and a scroll of animal friendship. And a good berry. Alright, so while we're in conversation, I'm going to go ahead and come over here to Z. And come back into this room. And I'm going to go ahead and shapeshift into... Let's do a female elf. Very well. Now that I'm in here, I'm going to go ahead and enter stealth. And then kind of rob this whole place blind. But first, let's go ahead and loot this. We got the Drow's letter. Track the druid. Find whatever burrow he runs to and report back to me. Remember, you are only a scout. Do not engage. Do not kill anyone. Simply observe and return. I shall decide what to do next. M. And then now, can I talk to you? I need to cast the spell, don't I?
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Who are you?
Ned Siranis of the Absolute.
Okay. How many drow are out there?
Minthara. Back at camp.
How did you get your tadpole?
The corpse remains silent. It doesn't understand the question.
Were you abducted by mind flares?
No.
Where did you start following the Absolute?
Moonrise Towers. Initiation.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Alright, now, while I'm in here, I'm going to rob this place blind. It is worth noting that this empty socket right here, we can't do anything about that right now. The tablet that goes in there is currently being held by Wrath, however you want to pronounce his name. But we can't do anything with it until we either steal said tablet, or once we return with Halsin, we will get it as a reward. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of take everything in here, and I'll be back when I'm done. Alright, now, so I have stolen everything that I possibly could except for the tablets from this room right here, and then everything that I possibly can from this room over here, except for the things that might cause me to enter into Nettie's line of sight. So I'm going to go ahead and come back into the library. I'm going to go ahead and break my disguise. Come back in here. And it also looks like I can level up. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. And we gain the slow fall feature, which when I fall, I could use my reaction to gain resistance to falling damage. Not quite how that works in the tabletop game, but alright. And then now, now that I'm at level 4, I can gain a feat. The way feats work is at class level 4, 8, and 12, you can gain a feat. And now these feats are things like what I'm going to end up putting onto Will, like Actor right here. Your charisma is increased by 1 to a maximum of 20. Your proficiency bonus is also doubled for deception and performance checks. So that is a good one to have right there. Another good one for monks or rogues, especially an assassin rogue, would be alert. You gain a +5 bonus to initiative, and you cannot be surprised. But there are a lot of good feats through here. Although for Z, right now, I'm just going to take the ability improvement. You can increase one ability by 2, or 2 abilities by 1 to a maximum of 20. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. And so I could bring my dexterity up to 18 right here. And then if I wanted to, I could bring the constitution up to 14, the wisdom up to 16, or up to 17, I mean. Although, like I said in the first episode, which I might want to bring my intelligence back down to 8 now that I have an ASI. You only gain a modifier number every 2 numbers. So bringing this from 17, I am currently sitting at a +3. Once I bring it to a 14 or to a 18, I will be at a +4. The Constitution, I'm currently sitting at a +2. In order to get to +3, I need to be at 16. And then with the Wisdom, in order to be at 4, I need to be at 18, so on and so forth. So with that being the case, I'm just going to go ahead and pump both points into my dexterity, bringing me up to 19, which means on my next level, if I so chose, I could choose a feat that will increase my dexterity by 1 point, or I could just put a point into dexterity and then another one into constitution or something like that. But we will be figuring that out in 4 levels. Let's go ahead and continue on. And now that that happened, if I come up here to my character sheet, to my proficiencies, and I come to skills, now everything that requires dexterity, which is acrobatics, sleight of hand, and stealth, instead of being at a +5, is going to be at a +6. So that is very nice indeed. And now that all of that is taken care of, let's go ahead and go back to Will and finish the conversation.
Oh, by Sylvanas, I just want my bed.
And we will let you go to bed. Just please walk around for a second. Because not that I want any of the stuff on your table, but you have things on your table and this chest right here that I could take from. So if we let her move around, she will eventually walk away from her table, and we'll be able to kind of take everything else on this side of the room without her noticing. And by the way, the reason why we shapeshifted with Z is because there is a chance that that someone that you're stealing from will recognize that they're being robbed. And if the person that is robbing them is no longer in your party, in theory, they have no one to accuse. That being said, the chances, especially here, of Nettie recognizing that anything is happening is actually quite low. So you don't really need to worry about it. Although it can happen.
What if Halson is... No, don't go there.
And you know what? It doesn't look like she's going to walk away for now. So let's go ahead and speak to her from over here.
Any word on Master Halson?
Then come back to Z, take a look at her code.
Not as bad as it could have.
And yeah, she will see me get into that chest right there, possibly.
Softer than a whisper.
So let's go ahead and hide and save. And just... Where is it? Shapeshifter. This time, let's go into... Female dwarf, why not?
Just out of view.
Shadow hide again. I don't know if it's any stronger than a regular hide, but figured might as well. Let's go ahead and try to take from this. It is just a bowl. Does not seem to have broken the conversation. So we should be good to steal the rest of this stuff. So I'll be back when I'm done with that. Alright, so all of that is done. So let's go ahead and finish up the conversation.
Please hurry. For both your sakes.
And leave.
Take it one step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Have the right to defend our home.
And now let's go ahead and head on out here. And then now with Will, let's go ahead and come over this way. I want to make sure I get Kaga in this. And there is somebody up in that library as well. So I guess let's go ahead and come right here. And before I do this, let's go ahead and save. Let's go ahead and perform. go ahead and actually equip him with that loot. Yeah.
Ridiculous. We just let her run off.
She's a child.
A devil child.
And
One
then
who
let's
tried
go ahead and
to steal from
perform.
us.
Yet she failed. That's what matters.
Sure, the Queen's High Seas. And his performance failed, which is unfortunate. However,
is that blood?
That's not really what we're worrying about right now. What we're worrying about is getting sight lines away from the things that we want to take care of. So from right here, let's go ahead and disguise ourselves again. This time, let's go ahead and be a female dragonborn. Sure. And then go ahead into our shadow sneak. We have a plaque over here.
The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. You recognize the mark of the dark goddess Shar on the broken helmet. This army marched in her name. Moonrise must be a reference to Shar's divine sister, Selûne.
No. Interesting. Well, let's try the Union plaque.
In darkest hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. Local history, written in riddles.
I mean, that's not quite too true. We'll go ahead and try that again in a little bit. Now, everything here in the center table, I'm not too worried about getting. What I do want is going to be in this room over here, which I failed my hide, but that is perfectly fine. We're going to go ahead and close this door and then hide again.
Can't risk being in open view.
And I suppose if I really wanted to, I could Shadow Arts Pass Without a Trace to gain 2 points or 10 points in my stealth. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll go ahead and Shadow Hide again.
Time to skulk about.
And the first thing I want to do while I'm in here is go ahead and make my way back here, because there's a chest back here that is locked.
Wonder what's past this.
And let's go ahead and roll. Natural 20. Very nice. And if I open this, this book's spine is limber from overuse. The corner of one page is folded inward. Balance is a myth. Where any claimed... Excuse me. My apologies on the sneeze. But balance is a myth. Where any clan treads, nature struggles. Unity is a fiction. Men of mere flesh seek only to tame beasts and raise flora. We are the thunder, we are the rain. We shatter mankind and grow new life in its place. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Half-torn note. The marks crisscrossing the page don't look scribed as much as slashed. Kaga, swamp, docks, tree, meet alone. Oladon. And then we got a bloodstone. So it sounds like Kaga has some stuff going on at the docks that she's trying to keep hidden, judging by the fact that it was in a hidden chest. And now with the Rite of Thorns right here, interwoven prayers and incantations sneak across one side of the page. Written on the other are instructions for performing the Rite of Thorns. When the prayer is complete, thorns and brambles rise from the earth, protecting from harm all who chanted it. And that updates our journal entry to investigate Kaga. But other than that, I'm going to keep an eye on that vision track that keeps on coming in here. And other than that, I'm just going to go ahead and steal as much as I can from the rest of this room. I'll be back when I'm done. Alright, so we are done with the stealing. So let's go ahead and break our disguise. And then regroup with the party. And now, head on out of here. And something that is kind of interesting, if I go ahead and come to my character sheet, I believe it should show me. Yeah, my stealth is currently plus 16. But if I come here to Will, he's sitting at a plus 13. Shadowheart is sitting at a plus 12.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
Our Barbarian here is also sitting at a plus 12. So, Pass Without a Trace is for like all friendlies within a certain area around me. So it is very useful. Now let's go ahead and come up here and talk to Mom.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a gnoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
I hope we'll meet again under better circumstances. I saved your daughter. Got anything more than a thank you for me? This could have ended badly. Keep her in line from now on. No more light finger antics, alright, Arabella? No, I can't do that, especially after I just robbed them blind myself. So let's go ahead and choose the first option.
Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
And we receive a locket for that, and Will gains a inspiration and 25 experience. So let's go ahead and switch to Will and level up. It looks like Karlak also leveled up. So Will has leveled up. He now has 31 hit points. He will also get a new feat, a cantrip, and a new spell. So as for the cantrip that I want him to learn, let's go ahead and do Bone Chill. And his new spell, let's do Misty Step. And then as for his feat, like I said, we're going to go ahead and choose Actor. Because I want to get his charisma up to 18, and I also want to get some proficiencies on him. And this will actually give him expertise in 2 skills I don't believe he has yet. So let's go ahead and do that. Yep. Now if we come here to his proficiencies, we will see that his deception and performance are now a plus 8. So he effectively has proficiency in all of the different charisma skills. And something that I noticed earlier, the intelligence proficiencies don't actually show on this page. So like nature, religion, arcana, and investigation do not show on this page. It's a little obnoxious, but I guess it is what it is.
Hey, good
Now
looking.
let's go ahead and level up Karlak here. Yep, continue. We're going to go ahead and keep the bear, and let's go ahead and do an ability improvement for her. Get her strength up to 18 and her dexterity up to 16. That is one thing we could do. Another thing we could do is athlete. Which increase your strength or dexterity by 1 to a maximum of 20. When you are prone, standing up uses significantly less movement, and your jump distance is increased by 50 feet. Or 50%. Let's see if I choose that. It's tempting, but I'm going to go ahead and stick with the ASI and get the 18 and the 16. It's just all around better for her right now. And now her AC is 16. We got 10 from the base, 3 from the 16 dexterity, and 3 from the 16 constitution. So she's just getting harder and harder to hit.
All's well that ends.
Now coming on up here, we have Donnie right here. Hello.
His eyes flicker to yours for an instant, then away, as if it hurts to look at you.
And now, just out of curiosity, yeah, where the hell did you disappear to before? Guidance. Oh no. Oh, we're good.
Watching his hands, you realize he's miming opening something.
Yep. Is it a chest, a door? Can you show me where it is? With persuasion. I don't need to do any of this. I could just mention the dragon thing. I don't know why I'm getting detect thoughts on a lot of these. I'm gonna go ahead and leave. I'm gonna talk to him again. Donnie, isn't it? I want to see the dragon's lair.
He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch.
Hey, thanks for showing me the door. Goodbye. And now let's go ahead and head down here.
What's cooking?
And I want to check something out real quick. Let's go ahead and split off. And Z should have a potion. Potion of Glorious Vaulting. Drinking this, or drink this to triple your jump distance. For how long? It doesn't give me a time. I guess let's go ahead and drink this. And then jump on over here. Open this up. We have 30 gold and blue dye. Oh man, that's the only thing over there? Fine. Let's go ahead and jump back over here. And then gather up around. Actually, no, I don't want to gather up around. Because I think there might be some more stuff for me to jump to that no one else will be able to make it with me to. Okay, no, there's nothing over here. There was no point in me coming over here. And my potion has run out. Ooh, but I in theory, could jump there and not hurt myself. Nice. Oh, hey, and it looks like Shadowheart has leveled up as well. So let's go ahead and take care of that real quick. She now has 31 hit points and another level 2 spell slot. And she's going to gain a new cantrip. For that cantrip, let's go ahead and produce flame. Might as well. It creates a light source, and I could decide to throw it if I would like. Now, for her, I'm going to go ahead and choose an ASI with her as well. Although there are things that can help her, like crossbow expert if I gave her a crossbow. When you make crossbow attacks with melee, or when you make crossbow attacks within melee range, the attack rolls do not have disadvantage, so that could be useful for her. So could the heavily armored feat, and then I could give her strength again, so that could be nice. So yeah, there are a lot of feats through here that would be beneficial. Though I am just going to do the ASI, the ability score improvement. And I'm going to want to up her dexterity or her constitution. I know I'm going to do wisdom. I'm going to do constitution because she is in medium armor and already getting the biggest benefit from her medium armor. Whereas Constitution is going to increase her health as well. And she can now, I guess, no, this is just switching out spells. Got it. Ooh, yeah, these are just switching out spells. Which I'm not too worried about right now. So, except now. Her health is 35. Karlax is 45. Very well, very well.
Nothing hurts anymore.
How are her spell slots looking? She has regained a singular second level spell.
No one's stopped me yet.
Not long until we leave now. You guys
And we are looking for mole down here.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. I heard you helped Melly with that locket. I owe you for that. Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some harpies. Gotta say, I'm impressed. You saved Arabella from the druids. Don't know what those bastards would have done. And thanks for going easy on Sylphie. Not many marks would have done the same.
Happy to help.
And we're happy to be helped. Now, what can I do for you?
Why are you running all these schemes and swindles? Risky, you know?
We're saving up for a better hideout when we get to Baldur's Gate. Why? You planning on telling me stealing is wrong?
Not at all. Although, I do want to make sure that he has some gold on him, which he doesn't, because I gave it all to Karlach. So let's go ahead and move this back to Z. And quite the opposite. I want to invest in the newest Thieves Guild on the Sword Coast. 20 gold.
Won't turn down free money. I've got operating costs you wouldn't believe. Come see me in the city sometime, huh? I'll repay this and then some. See you around, maybe.
Now that gave us another inspiration because of our urchin background. Let's go ahead and find her and talk to her again.
I had a feeling you'd be back.
Let's go ahead and see what she has to trade. She has arrows of darkness, which are useful. An elixir of bark skin. Drink to increase your armor class to 16. Replaces effects from other elixirs when drunk. So if you have a druid or a wizard or somebody that doesn't wear armor, this could be very beneficial. We also have a elixir of bloodlust. Drink to enter a bloodlust. Once per turn, when you kill a foe, you gain 5 temporary hit points. And an additional action. Replaces effects from other elixirs when drunk. Alright, alright. A scroll of bone chill, as well as a scroll of false life. So I'm not going to worry about any of that.
Anything else?
Thought you might need some help.
I do, as a matter of fact. Revenge. You saw what those bastards that run the place were doing to Arabella, scaring the precious mite. I want to steal that big, shiny idol they're all chanting at.
An idol? What do you do with something like that?
The important thing is to get it away from them. That ritual's gonna get us all killed. And we can sell it once we get to the city. Thing like that's gotta be worth a small fortune.
I could help you get it, but my time is valuable to me.
Sure. When we sell it in the city, I'll make sure you get your cut.
I'll see what I can do.
Be careful. They look as brittle as old bark. But they're vicious. Anything else?
No,
You've been a friend to us. Come back anytime.
Alright, and we got Sylphie right here.
Oh. Hello again. Mole's in charge here, not me.
Very well.
You guys find anything good?
And then right here we got Zakai.
You don't look so tough. Mole fought off a hobgoblin all by herself.
If you say so. Now what do we got going on over here?
You're the first grown-up who's ever gotten in here. Not bad.
Very well, and then we got this kid up here.
You came! I have... Here! Mole said I should thank you properly for the harpies. So I wrote you a story.
Aren't you a clever one? That's very kind.
It's about you. I hope you like it.
So, the story that he wrote for us is quite literally just a shot or a point-for-point reenactment of what we did with the harpies, with bad spelling and grammar and all of that. If you would like to read it, here it is on screen. But I'm going to go ahead and move on. And that should be everything we could do in here. So let's go ahead and find Zavrak and see what he's got going on. No, climb the ladder. Alright. Hey, there's a backpack here that isn't considered stealing. There's nothing in it. Recruitment poster.
You're an idiot.
Sure. There's another backpack over here that isn't considered stealing, and a book.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
Very well, very well. Let's go ahead and head on in here.
You're the one who helped at the gate. Glad to have another sword. We might need it.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it?
Leaving the grove is the best option I could help. Can you delay the ritual? You have to resist. Best of luck with that. This has nothing to do with me. And I'm not here to advise you. I'm here to make sure you leave. Can you delay the ritual?
You saw what they were willing to do to a child just for trying. It's Korga's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe the druids might see sense.
You need to cut your losses and run? I'll help. Or then why don't you get rid of her? Let's try that one.
A low thought. But I'd be lying if I said I hadn't considered it. But the druids would slaughter us. We'd have to get close to Korga, within striking distance. I can't manage that. But they've already let you pass once.
What's it worth to you?
To get these people to Baldur's Gate. Everything. I'm still hoping Korga can be swayed from this madness. But if not, leaders need to make tough decisions. We do what we must.
No, sir.
All right, very well.
There's a clear path past
Now
those
there's
goblins.
nothing over
find it.
here that we could take that isn't considered stealing. So let's go ahead and head up these stone step thingamabobbers. And again, nothing that would be considered stealing. So let's go ahead and climb up the ladder.
So many ways to die.
And now that we're up here, we got someone to talk to.
Used to think the goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. But after hearing what you did at the gate, well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight.
Enough that attitude, fight and win. Try not to keel over with the first blade drawn. Will you? I don't see many soldiers. Let's go ahead and do the first one.
There's optimism, and then there's stupid, hun. Plenty of us fell to monsters already. I don't see the rest of us lasting long out there. But if you're so sure we will, why not put a little gold on the line?
You have an odd sense of humor. This isn't really funny. How are you going to take my gold if you're dead? Sure, it's a bet. 10 gold. Yeah, sure.
Excellent. And since I ain't one to leave a debt unpaid, that means we're destined to meet in Baldur's Gate. Looking forward to it.
Very well. Anything up here? Negative. Although there's a backpack over here with a pear in it. And now, I'm going to go ahead and
Making me
split off
sweat.
Karlach again, because I got some investigating I want to do. Let's go ahead and climb on up here. Make our way to the end. And we have a chest here with 28 gold, an antidote, and some holy water. And it is worth noting that if you make it here before you collect Karlach, you could actually see her across the way. Like if you come stand over here, this is actually where she is sitting before you collect her. So that, just a little fun thing to be aware of. I don't think there's anything down here for us to grab, but I want to check. There is not. However, in theory, we could come out this way if we so chose. That is not what we're going to do, though. Let's go ahead and make it back to the party. And then we're going to go back to the Goblin Camp. Alright, so here we are back at the Goblin Camp. And I forgot to activate the teleportation stone. So let's go ahead and activate that now. For the waypoint discovered, I don't think we need to touch it, but it doesn't hurt.
Her patronage couldn't spare this place from goblins, clearly.
And now let's go ahead and switch to Will. Talk to this goblin right here.
You look like you got something jingling in your pocket. Looking to spend it?
And let's see what you have. Now, I am not concerned about adjusting this guy's attitude towards me at all. So I'm just going to go ahead and go through and sell basically everything. And like I'll come back before I make the final purchase, but there are things in his inventory that I would like to take. So I'll be back when I'm done. Alright, so I am clearing out my inventory of all unnecessary things. I am keeping a lot of the letters, just because they are like quest reliant and that sort of thing. But other than that, I have cleared out my inventory. Actually, let's go ahead and see what's in this pouch. No, it doesn't matter. But my trade offer to him is worth 735 gold. I have taken these shoes right here, which it increases jump distance by 5 feet and acrobatics +1. I have the gloves of archery. You gain proficiency with longbows and short bows. In addition, your ranged weapon attacks deal an additional 2 points of damage. I have the boots of aid and comfort. The comeback: when the wearer heals a target, it gains an additional 3 temporary hit points. And the whispering promise: when you heal a creature, you gain 1d4 bonus to attack rolls and saving throws for 2 turns, as well as 5 healing potions. Now, this guy does also sell +2 hide armor, and it will give a bonus +1 bonus to dexterity saving throws and checks. And you will gain a +1 bonus to initiative rolls. I don't... you know what? In fact, I will in fact take that. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this gold out of here. Let's get all of it out of here. So I now owe him, what, 265 gold? So let's go ahead and balance the offer. I said balance the offer, thank you. When you are trading, Press square twice if you owe them anything, because the first time you press square, it will only take the gold from the person you are trading with. The second time you press it, it will kind of pull it from the quote-unquote party fund, if you will, and make sure everything is balanced out. So, accept trade. And we are all set and good to go.
Get moving. I've got other customers.
Alright, so now let's go ahead and get this stuff equipped.
You lot spend all your boozed up.
Let's go ahead and start with Karlach. Let's see, Will. Let's go ahead and get her the Swizery shoes on. So now she could jump even further. And then now Shadowheart.
It won't for sale.
Yeah, Shadowheart, let's go ahead and get you this armor. She's currently sitting at an armor class of 17. Once I give her this, that boosts her up to an 18. So not much, but sometimes a +1 is the difference between being hit and not. Let's also give her the Whispering Promise. And the Boots of Aid and Comfort. Yeah. As well as the Gloves of Archery. Now with the Gloves of Archery on, she should, in theory, be able to equip the Spell Thief, which we got a little bit ago. So let's go ahead and pop that on. Yep.
What's that? I think I heard the absolute
And
voice.
anything else? I forgot I could do it this way. Nothing there. Any sort of secondary ring? Nope. Amulet.
Keep drinking.
So you can have dancing lights. Let's go ahead and give her the Moondrop Pendant. As long as this isn't for Saloon. Nope. Let's go ahead and give her Kamra's locket, the Dancing Lights locket. And what can I give you for your
Something keeps ringing. It won't for sale.
So oddly enough, she is proficient in quarterstaffs. I did not realize that. So I might need to give her a quarterstaff for her melee weapon.
Don't burn yourself.
And anything else I can do for Karlach?
Humans ain't good for much.
Doesn't look like it. Anything for
Wish
Z?
to live in more interest.
Someone ought to roast them.
Again, doesn't look like it. So then
Defender
Will.
of the people.
Can't do anything there. I mean, nope, you can't equip these.
Supply. New batch from
Let's at least get you a ranged weapon with this short bow. Hold on, is this equipped by someone? Equipped by Z, equipped by Karlach. Yeah, let's go ahead and give you this short bow. So now you have a ranged option other than, what's it called? Other than Elder's Blast. Alright, and now we could go into the camp at present. However, before we do that, I do want to make our way down here. So I'm going to go ahead and make my way down that way and see what we got going on down there. That is the Investigate Kaga option. It was given to us because of the note that we found. What is this way? Oh, it's another way across. Got it, got it. Yeah, so it's just another way across. Let's go ahead and make our way into the swamp that we encountered earlier, and we should be able to go due south from there.
Flowers, leaves, grass.
I was raised in the city.
Can't beat it.
I'm more used to feeling cobblestones underfoot than grass and fallen leaves.
Before I went to Avernus, I'd have agreed with you. Nothing quite like Baldur's Gate, is there?
Before we go down to the south,
anyway.
Let's go up towards where we found Karlach, because there is another encounter that we can do up there that might be beneficial to our leveling, if we can make it through. So I will meet you on the other side of the bridge that we need to jump across.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning.
What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that? Love. Was that? They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met. I am Raphael. Very much at your service.
Am I talking to the mouse or the cat? Pretty words if you want to threaten me. Don't disguise it. Walk away while you still have legs to walk with, or pleasure. I'm Z. Sure.
Charmed, I'm sure, in more ways than one. We should have a chat, you and I, but not here. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes.
Come.
There, middle of somewhere.
I don't like this at all.
Take me back now? Can you be more specific than somewhere? Nice decor. Can you be more specific than somewhere?
The House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last.
What makes you say that? I'm getting tired of your games. Are these theatrics leading somewhere? Let's go ahead and do that one.
Are you not entertained? Well, far be it from me to disappoint.
Yep. I knew it. To be fair, I saw this in the pre-release.
What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do.
Fuck. A Cambion.
Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain.
What makes you think I need saving? Why would you help me? I don't care what you are. I care what you want. Let's do that one.
Oh, a mere trifle. How dear is one's soul, really? A rhetorical question, of course, but let me venture an answer. It's worth very little with a tadpole in your head. One skull, 2 tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all like that.
I'll do anything to get rid of the tadpole. Nice painting. I need to think this over. You're mad if you think I would deal with the devil, then fix it or die by my hand. You're mad if you think I would deal with the devil.
And what is madness but a denial of reality? Still, I have a feeling you'll change your mind before it's changed for you. Try to cure yourself, shop around, beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease.
That's what separates us from the devil, soldier. They think our greatest strength is a weakness.
And if I do want to take this deal, how will I find you? I'll have the last laugh in the end. Take me back. After that, I never want to see you again. Or I'll rip out your mocking tongue. Take me back. After that, I never want to see you again.
By all means, bite the hand that feeds you, while you still have teeth. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
So that came out of nowhere as I was making my way to the bridge. I mean, obviously I got real close to the bridge, so we can just go ahead and continue. I did not realize that that was going to happen at the present moment in time. When I was playing the pre-release, that happened while we were at camp, so I wasn't quite ready for that. But we will be moving forward here. Before we go up, I am going to take a short rest.
Feeling fresh?
Because if you look up there, those are not hyenas. These are indeed gnolls. And somebody got seen. Karlach, of course. So let us go ahead and attack this one right here. And let's go ahead and switch to Shadowheart.
Any mistakes?
Who will... What is this? Spend 20 feet of your movement speed for the rest of your turn. Roll range damage twice and use the highest result. Also got dancing lights. Okay. How many times can I do this? Once per short rest. Okay, not quite what I meant to do. I didn't realize that it was going to be a whole thing. But let's go ahead and with Will see if we can't get this one down. Not quite. However, it should be close. So let's go ahead and attack.
Want another?
Yeah, that one's down. I'll take that hyena ear. And then now I'm going to rage. And I'll end Karlak's turn. And Brother Z. Let's go ahead and have you flurry of blows this Knoll. You missed both. Really? You missed both. Fine, fine. I guess I'm going to Will. Who will drop a Hex Strength on this one. And then retreat.
Coming through.
And
Survival
in turn.
is all that matters.
In turn. And now I just forgot her name. Shadowheart. Got 55%, 50%, 55%. Let's go ahead and shoot at this one. Anything. Yeah, let's go ahead and hamstring. No, it's not a high enough chance of hitting. I'm just going to go ahead and do a ranged attack. Damn, she did max damage. And you know what? No, no, I'm not gonna spiritual weapon. Let's go ahead and have her back off as well. Karlak, you go ahead and reckless attack this big boy right here. Nice critical hit. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite enough to kill, so let's go ahead and do a pommel strike. Oh, the pommel strike knocked him out instead of killing him. I guess. Very well. Let's go ahead and move up over here behind this one.
Still breathing.
And
despite everything.
Now, what is this condition that we are under? Soul numbed. 2 turns. Can't take bonus actions or reactions. Well, very well. So I guess we just got to attack. Topple. Okay, so we toppled him and knocked him over and made it so he lost his concentration on our curse. So now let's go ahead and flurry of blows him. Which knocked him out. Very nice. And end our turn. Actually, let's go ahead and move up this way.
Light on my feet.
So that he either has disadvantage on attacks, or if he wants to move away and shoot his bow, if he survives that long, it'll be at disadvantage.
This is my time.
However, we do have will still, so we'll go ahead and have him reapply his hex strength onto the hunter, and then Eldritch Blast. Missed. Yeah, it was worth a try. Alright, let's go ahead and I guess move up.
Onward.
And anything else I could do doesn't look like it. Cursebreaker Karlach got inspired. And Knoll Hunter, nothing on you. Mangled Corpse. 10 gold. Whatever that is. And a letter. Written in a furious sloppy hand, this is a letter to the editor of Baldur's Bash, a tabloid notorious for controversial articles. Dear editor, I find it despicable, nay, diabolical, that you would defend Baldur's Gate ridiculous restrictions regarding animals in the city. No animals larger than a peacock may gain entry. How archaic. My darling Giziel is the most well-behaved bear you will ever meet. And yet to spend time with my child, I must visit my summer home in... Sure, that city. I call upon the Parliament of Peers to resolve the issue immediately. The emotional and psychological well-being of the people of Baldur's Gate is at stake, and I shall take this to the highest authority should it not be dealt with accordingly. Right now, Giziel cries out for her father. This archaic policy has separated a child from her parent. I don't know how Grand Duke Older ravaged lives, or Older Ravengard lives with himself. There we go. Yours faithfully, Mr. Pickens. Very well. This goes to show that no matter the universe, people will always be out of touch. And that's all of that. Hey, here's another mangled corpse over here. And anything else? Did I not search this hunter? I did not, apparently. Now, let's go ahead and... Oh yeah, this guy's still alive. Can't have that. Just wanted to make... Whoa, did that say severed arm? It did. Severed arm, severed leg. Very well, very well. And I don't believe that was all of the gnolls.
Smoke. Something's burning.
We will investigate that later. I think I know what's up that way, and I am not prepared for what is up there. I need more spell slots and the like. Here you can see a bunch of footprints moving about. And a dead hyena. Which I don't know if that's what those footprints are from. I walked right through fire, didn't I? Go ahead and continue on up this way. And I'm going to go ahead and save. Yeah, and then I'm going to break off Shadowheart and Will.
Ready. Unseen.
And have Shadowheart come here. And I'll have Will come up here as well. Oh, darn it.
The shock of psychic pain, the pack leader's mind clamps onto yours. You see yourself through her eyes, a pulsing red cluster of organs. Feast. No. The voice has forbidden this meat. Gnolls see your whole world as a meal. This voice is acting as a leash, but it won't hold them for long.
Search her mind for the source of the voice. Withdraw from her mind and prepare to strike. Divert her attention to the cave. Perhaps there's more meat inside. Now let's go ahead and search her mind for the source.
A memory. The beast daubs the symbol of the Absolute on a cave wall in blood. Buried deep, a tadpole struggles to assert control against the ravenous chaos of her mind.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Focus on the tadpole. How did it come to be there? Explore her memory, seeking nearby target for the hunger. Illithid wisdom. You are the same pack. Command her to devour the other gnolls. Withdraw from her mind. Prepare to strike. Let's go ahead and try the Illithid. Guidance. I did not realize we only needed a 2.
Sensing your presence, the Gnoll's tadpole writhes in ecstasy, echoing your command. Its host will feast on gnoll flesh to control the hunger, to keep her teeth from your throat. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
Now that that's done, let's go ahead and come up this way. There are a lot more gnolls than I was expecting. Just out of curiosity. No, not close enough. Let's go ahead and... Let's go ahead and end our turn here.
No holding back.
Next up is Will. Ooh, let's go ahead and have him move. his Hex, and then Eldritch Blast. Oh, I missed.
Hear that? Someone's fighting the gnolls. We should help.
Don't be a fool, lad. Shut your mouth and keep your head down. Leave the heroics to them that don't value their own skin.
Now apparently Shadowheart can't move anymore, or can't do anything more, so I guess let's go ahead and try to have her move up. I was trying to keep her out of line of sight. That failed. Now, Karlak. If you use your bonus action to jump, can you get close enough to attack? You can indeed. And a reckless attack. Fine, I guess you can succeed on your Constitution saving throw. Go ahead and try to attack the gnoll that has us cursed again. And we failed. Although, or I guess we hit. It just didn't cause him to lose concentration.
Battle favors the fearless.
So, Eldritch Blast on this guy. How was I able to hit him over there, but not over there? That makes no sense. I'm not going to use my last bonus action. Or my last spell slot, I mean. Let's go ahead and come around this way, because I do not want to be in the acid. Oh, is that the one that I had the hexed?
Need to stay focused.
Bonus action jump? You can. Go ahead and get you up here. Then get you climbing a bit more. And fire! End turn. Now, Karlak, let's go ahead and have you come over here. Actually, Karlak, let's go ahead and have you rage. Then come here and take care of this guy.
Down the hatch.
And then since we're here, might as well do some looting. Then move around over this way. Into your turn. Go ahead and have Z jump up here. We can't reach destination. Then attack. And now the knoll is entangled. By the way, gnolls are considered monstrosities. They do have dark vision and rampage. Other than that, not too scary. It's this thing that's scary. It has 85 hit points. Dark vision. Tenacity. When you miss an attack, you deal 5 bludgeoning damage anyway. And then its weapon is also relatively scary. But let's go to end our turn there. Go ahead and move Will up. Move our Hex to this guy. I don't have enough movement. Very well. Can I hit you with an Eldritch Blast? I can. Very well. And I guess I'll go ahead and miss these steps. Nope, I can't. I do not have enough movement. Yep.
Got to focus.
Ranged attack. Can I have a 45 versus a 70, was it? Okay, I guess we gotta move forward a bit. And then now try. There it is. 7% chance to hit. Got him. And that is going to end our turn. Karlak. If you could jump up there, that will be amazing. Oh dear God. Okay, now let's go ahead and position you over here. And relentless attack. See if we can get up there and attack. I missed. Unarmed strike.
She is still ravenous, her mind a hungry pit. The flesh of her pack wasn't enough to satisfy her.
Wisdom, dominate her mind, commanding her to feast on herself. Wisdom, exert your mental power, commanding her to leave. Sever the mental connection and prepare to fight. Dominate her mind, commanding her to feast on herself. Let's go ahead and give this a shot. So close. Let's go ahead and roll again. There we go.
Her tadpole responds, thrashing violently, and the fragile tissue of her brain tears and splits. You taste the blood in her throat, feel it pooling in the cavity of her skull. But she still resists.
Wisdom, harness your willpower and order her to devour herself. Yeah. This time it's a 15. And we got it.
Your tadpole wriggles, contented, as she tears out her own throat.
By the gods, you're a sweet sight. Are any of my crew still alive out there?
No, it's a grim sight. All I saw was blood and guts. Now it's a grim sight.
This whole journey's been one grim sight after another. Gnolls, goblins, drow. Risen Road's more dangerous than ever. You're the first friendly face we've seen since Eltergard.
Eltergard's a long way from here. Where are you heading? I'll say friendly so long as you hand over all your goods. No, where are you headed?
We're bound for Baldur's Gate. Got some cargo to deliver. But we've a stop to make along the way.
Where's that?
Joaquin's Rest. It's just up the road. I'd be enjoying a mug of ale right now if those beasts hadn't jumped us. Listen, you look like you know how to handle yourself. You should meet my associates. We've got our own drinking spot by the tavern. Invitation only. Tell the fellow on the door. Little Serpent, Long Shadow. He'll take good care of you.
It's not hospitality I want, it's coin. Detect thoughts, read his thoughts. What's in the chest? Your cargo? Let's go ahead and detect his thoughts.
Shame we lost so many agents. But the chest is all that matters. Zaris would have our hides if we lost it.
What's in the chest? Your cargo?
Aye, the whole reason we're in this mess. Trinkets for some rich tosser in Baldur's Gate. He gets his shiny baubles. We get a handful of Terenths.
History failed. A lot of people died for those baubles.
Rich men place more value on wine and fine clothes than on the lives of folks like me. It's a pretty bit of frippery that'll sit on a mantle gathering dust. But the pay for delivering it makes the risk worthwhile.
Okay, let's go ahead and back off. And here we have a shattered flail, which is the weapon that the Gnoll was using. I am trying. There we go. It deals 1d6 plus 6 bludgeoning damage. Yoggathal's, or not Yoggathal. I have no idea how to pronounce the Gnoll god, but her gift, hitting an enemy with this weapon, heals the wielder for 1 to 6 hit points, but they can go mad if they don't continue hitting an enemy each turn. It is a +2 weapon enchantment. And anything else about this? It is considered a mace and a simple weapon. That's what I was trying to find out. Okay, we are going to go ahead and take that. We also have the skull, bone, and the mind flare paramites or mind flare parasite specimen. Anything in the Knoll Hunter? Hyena ear. And then over there we got some. We got a plant. And let's go ahead and regroup our party.
That symbol in the blood. What does it mean?
Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Let's go ahead and take that hyena ear. We got a severed head. And some viscera with 4 gold in it. Now, Ollie.
I'll be glad when we're out of this bloody cave.
Very well, very well. Knoll Hunter has an acid arrow and hyena ear. Already got that. Hyena ear. We got this plant right here. And I believe we already checked the hyenas. That we did. Caravan agent with 12 gold, light crossbow, a salami, a speedy reply, which looks like it should be a +1 rapier.
It's our lucky day after all.
Oh, it's a +1 scimitar.
Digested, and you're still
Nimble attack. When the wielder hits an enemy with this weapon, they gain momentum for 2 turns. Very nice. And we got dried pork and spicy pork. Alright, however, that is going to be the end of this episode, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining me in this honestly rather long episode. It took a lot longer than I was expecting to do some of the things that I wanted. But that is going to be the end of this. In the next episode, we will be going towards the dock, doing what we got to do there, as well as hopefully taking on or figuring out what is exactly is going on with the
What a charmer.
weird lady that I'm relatively certain is a hag. But until then, everyone, thank you so much for joining me. And this is Famine52 signing out, and peace out.